Here's a pristine 2000 Honda Insight 5-speed air conditioning hybrid car. On the side of it over here it says 70 miles per gallon. This is color shifting paint. I don't know if it'll show up with the camera. It's inside the paint, not a decal. This was owned by the state of Maine, and a university professor drove it for 108,000 miles. Then I purchased it from the state of Maine. Since then I put an IMA battery and a computer in. Did a few little odds and ends on it. Kind of a small car for me. I really like it. Love the gas mileage. It's got a lifetime gas mileage of 53.5 miles per gallon. The better you drive, the better gas mileage you get. Okay. Engine compartment is very clean. Frame is aluminum. This tow hook down here, we have the cap. Radiator looks nice. It's got a fresh battery in it, fresh IMA battery. As you can see, all the panels are dent free. The rubber is good. It's the proper rubber. There's a special type of tire that goes on this car. It's harder and it gets better miles per gallon. You can't replace it with any old tire, but these tires should suffice for a while. The interior is immaculate. There's your 5-speed. The air conditioning is ice cold. Now this is a small compartment, but still you can't keep your hand in front of the vent. It is ice cold. Up there you have a cassette player, but in the back you have a 5-disc changer. There's pretty much no marks on this interior at all. I just had it detailed. There's some spots that seem to be still wet over there a little bit while they shampooed. There was some light staining there, but just ever so light. I'm not sure if this came with the passenger side bag for, mat. I think it was a weight issue. I'm not sure. I can always locate one for you. The doors are near perfect. Both of these handles have the chrome chipped off. I opted not to fix it because who wants to take a door apart when it's working perfectly? It doesn't make sense. I'd rather just touch that up or something. I could leave it up to you. Down here there's some small marks here on the edge of the door. Of course, when you come out you can catch that with your foot. Other than that, I would say that's the major paint issue with the car. The rest of it, as you can see, is beautiful. Glass is all good. I'm going to start it up in a little bit. Around back here you can see it's still very clean. No big time bumper marks. You can see one small little mark there. I think over here there was one too, but hardly noticeable. After we detailed it and polished it, it all came together. Here's all the receipts. You get a car cover. You get brand new seat covers that are opposite design than the stock ones. They should look pretty cool on there. There's the receipts from the Honda dealers, all the work that I got done. So this IMA battery, which is under here, I'm not going to take that and open it up for you. It's much too complicated. You really shouldn't be in there unless you know what you're doing. That's an upgraded model of the battery. So this should even perform even better than it did in 2000. With the upgraded computer, the same. So we're expecting the gas mileage on this to actually increase due to the higher capacity battery and the longer life and all those good things. Brand new fresh battery can't hurt. It being upgraded is good. Here's a little book that came with it. Security system, compact disc changer, owner's manual. Compact disc changer is back behind here, right down there. I've never played with it yet. I'm sure it works. Everything worked in this car. I'll test it and I'll note it if it doesn't work, but everything works so far. Glass up here is good. This back is nice and clean up here. Over here, same deal. Super straight, real nice. On the passenger side we have less chipping, of course. We only have one little chip here. As you can see here in this picture, those seats have that little sheen on it. That's just wetness. I think it'll come out all the way once it's dry. The carpets are in good condition. Dash doesn't have a crack or anything. The roof is in really nice shape. I had the lights polished. Mirrors worked well. Rims are pretty good. Didn't see any major road rash or curb rash. Down there you can see a little dot, little paint mark. The lights have been polished, like I said. Engine's really clean. This is grease pencil, and I'm afraid to use anything stronger to get it out. I'm sure there's a way to do it safely, but I don't know how to do it. No dings or any problems with the front valance. Again, that glass is real good, real clean. Hood insulation is clear. Up here you can see this this emblem is a little tired. I ordered another one of those. That'll be in before you pick the car up. In fact, it's in. I just haven't been able to get up there to get it. Okay, over here, this trim right here could have been replaced. Again, I don't want to take apart a door that works great. I don't know enough about it. They're 38 bucks if you want to do it yourself. Instead, I brought it to the paint shop and had them paint it. And I don't think they did a beautiful job on it, but from 3 feet away you couldn't see. You really have to be looking for it to find any troubles. Alright, I'll go in and start it for you. There's your digital dash. 53.5 miles per gallon, lifetime average. 108.584. It'll have that miles plus or minus. Battery's a little low. I haven't been driving it very much. Battery will recoup as you drive it. So it's operating well. Just had to test it. When I went through Honda, I had them look at the brakes and do a general overhaul. I paid extra for that. And they changed the oil. Won't need an oil change or anything. Basically just drive it away. I'll have a full tank of gas. Oil will be fresh. Basically all you're going to be doing is driving this for a long time. No issues whatsoever. Here's the engine starting. Can't even hear it. Such a quiet engine, it's unreal. All this stuff is nice and clean. There's your mirror controls and your windows controls. A little compartment down here. There's your cigarette plug. There's your shifter. The bag is a nice shape. The glove compartment operates well, clean. Passenger side airbag. Driver's side airbag. Nice little light unit up here. Visors are great. I mean, look at that ceiling. And it's just pristine. Unbelievable. Whoever assigned this car, the professor must have really loved it. So you can see that a little bit. That's been going away as it dries. I don't think it's really an issue. I really believe it'll be gone by the time we get done. There's no wear on the seats at all. Alright, I'm going to rev it up a little bit. You can barely hear it. The exhaust, no problems. No codes. All the lights work. All the little functions work. Go look at the engine here. Very quiet, very nice. Just doesn't sound like much at all. You forget it's going. In fact, it turns off sometimes when you're in traffic or if you hit the emergency brake. It's funny, you forget the thing's going, you know. When the engine's off and it's just operating on battery power, it's unbelievable how quiet it is, now smooth. I'm going to close her up a little bit here so you can get a better look of the lines on the outside. All shuts nice and square. Alright, do this carefully. There she is. One heck of a machine. This was based off the CRX. So you CRX fans that are tired of finding all those hacked up, beat up CRX, here's an opportunity to drive a real fast, fuel efficient car. You know, you're not going to beef it up. They do have a turbo kit for it if you wanted to. You know, but it's quick. People that don't know about electric cars don't understand the kind of torque that an electric engine will add to an automobile. So this thing just plain gets out and goes. I don't beat my stuff. You know, I always take care of my stuff. That way it stays around. But when I first got it, I took it out on the highway to see what it had, and I opened it up a little bit, and it had plenty of punch. So don't be afraid that you're buying a slow car here. You're buying a nice car. The reason I'm getting rid of it is really because of smallness and because of a cancellation of a trip to the West Coast. You know, what can I do? I'm not going to keep every vehicle that I have. I got to sell some of them. And I'm just going to walk around. Nothing to hide. This car is going to be better than you think it is. Because even though these pictures and the videos would be real nice, it looks exactly like it does in the pictures. Absolutely pristine. Very quiet, fast, sleek, unique looking automobile. Check out that unique line there. And these fairings here, unreal. Haven't seen those in years prior to this. This was the first hybrid car on the market. I believe this is 183rd hybrid car ever on the American market, and made by Honda, and they are just fantastic at what they do. That's why I bought it. But got a couple other vehicles for sale. I got a mint, perfectly mint 1993 Honda Del Sol, 39,750 original miles, 39,000, mint condition. There it is. It'll be in the next video. I'm going to sell that. I also have a 1983 Toyota Cressida, white on maroon leather, brand new shape. When I mean by brand new, it looks showroom. And it's just absolutely perfect running car with 54,000 original miles, owned by a lady. This was a professor. That was an 86-year-old lady I bought that Del Sol from, and I can prove it. And I bought the Cressida from a woman with some age on her. And they take care of their cars, you know. This one, the Del Sol, other ones, all treated like airplanes. So they lasted, they look like new, they drive like new, and that's how you do it. You maintain your cars. There's no way for me to really get into this. I'm afraid to remove it. I guess you could paint over it if you wanted to. I'm not going to mess with it. I'm leaving a few things for you to play with. You can still add to this car. Maybe you want to make some of this black down here a little shinier. Maybe you want to add a couple little things here and there to it, but basically you're just driving it. We're coming on 14 minutes now, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Buy this car. There's nothing wrong with it. It's the best one on the market right now that I've seen. I have not seen another Honda in this condition anywhere. The miles is fantastic, 108. It still has to go to 250, 275 without a problem. Down the road, once you get to 200,000 miles, 250, 275, when you feel you need a new engine, they're $1,000 to rebuild them. So you can't get beat, especially since the IMA battery is brand new. The computer's brand new. What are you going to have to fix? There's not too much else. This is an 1,800-pound aluminum frame car with airbags. Very, very good design. This Chevy doesn't look that good, but that'll be going soon. That's a rust-free 97 Chevy. Everything replaced on it. I'll be selling that too. Looking to get a car down the road here that I know of, and I need to sell a few to get it. So it's not going to be easy. can barely hear it down there. Super quiet, super clean. This is an enclosed facility. I can't even smell the fumes.